to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Kyle Shanahan on the 49ers sideline. His team got in the win column last week following a couple of losses to start the year. On the other side, the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Lumen Field. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end. And the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Back of the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He's going to look for the home run ball. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. Early rhythm he was able to establish. He rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. And if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate.
That's over the middle and intercepted.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to wrap. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
A look there at Kyle Shanahan, his 49ers heading back onto the field. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10. Now, hand off to McCaffrey. He'll record a short gain to the 25. Mickey Manwari is there to make the play. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They run once more with McCaffrey. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 13.
Motion the slot man left. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Corey Horton now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. They had the interception on that opening drive. It only led to a field goal, so 3-0 as the offense comes back out first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds. Looking to throw here on second and 10. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
Back to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Matt McConkey, touchdown Seahawks. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
His kick is good. Makes the score Seahawks 7, 49ers 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. 49ers offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with first and 10. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Oh, he takes a really good look at the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 8.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
And the 49er first down.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Down by Greg Olsen. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
6 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw, it's Purdy. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings
Back to the air again is Purdy. the reception for Rashid Shaheed. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up. Throwing again is Purdy. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Again in the air for Purdy. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now second and
To throw once more, it's Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Here comes third and 6. They'll throw again with Purdy. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Now Purdy. That's taken in. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? And he barrels his way into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit. He's able to bring him down for no gain.
Third and 10.
Upton stallet there defensively.
He'll drop to throw. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll get about 5. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Once again, it's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here's a third down and 4.
Brings up third and 4.
Now they'll set up to throw.
And he did everything he could. He's trying to keep this play alive, but there's just too much penetration from this defensive front, and they end up taking him down behind the line.
So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. The Niners have the early advantage. Greg and I back to the Great Northwest in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
York, good on the extra point. And the 49ers will get out in front, 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Horton. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To throw here to begin the drive. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Up from the secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go with the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker. Whoa! And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pick.
The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he's in! Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Seattle.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's got a part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
On comes Blake Krupe for the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the 1st half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Quick throw here is complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's It's a gain there of 26 yards.
6 yards.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Again, it's McCaffrey. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll look to throw. It was a short one caught by Pratt. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Try and run it with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. That's caught by Martinez. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
Back to throw. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now this looks like a design run. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Jamie Sherwood. He gets into drop-up, and it's going to set up 4th and goal. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. Grupe's kick is good. And the Seahawks have tied it at 17.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that could be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Niners offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule and the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball into the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A tight end in motion now. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here's McCaffrey. And he nearly got 3. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Purdy. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Lost on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit.
Brings up 4th down.
Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This a 48-yard attempt. York's kick is good. And the 49ers move out in front, 20-17.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Complete to Tyler Craig. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
He's going to take a shot down the field. He'll take it on in. Corey Horton. Touchdown Seahawks.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks have taken a 4-point advantage. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Motion man is the tight end going right. To throw on first down is Purdy. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
A 7-yard pickup.
On second down, Purdy. He'll air this one out for Watkins. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Jags in the AFC South. And this is Nico Collins. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Texans have won 3 straight since falling in the season opener. They get the victory here. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's Romeo Doubs. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Packers are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's Josh Downs. He was a big-time factor in this one. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches on the night. The Colts get back to 500, 2 up, 2 down as they get the victory at home. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Right side and hauled in by McConkey. Here's 3rd and 7.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Got it with Smith in Jigba. A gain there of 15. First down, Seattle.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking middle, and there is Horton. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to a big gain from this.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw yet again. This one caught at the 4. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A look there at Kyle Shanahan, his 49ers heading back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here, down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The run here with McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd and 7.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
And the 49ers 1st down. 1st and 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. James Pierce in there to drop off as he registers sack number 4 on the season.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Looking in middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4. and bring up third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. A fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Shaheed with the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds. Well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. Here's Portland. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Well, Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Downfield, he's got Horton. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 32 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
It's a pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Back
7.
to the air one more time. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Tucker grabs. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. A look there at Kyle Shanahan. His 49ers heading back onto the field. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. Purdy now on 2nd down. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. And he's going to have a a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll roll out here with Purdy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. On third down, they need 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? Going for it all. That is hard. And he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is first touchdown this year.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the fourth quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on fourth down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
Now it's York for the PAT. He's got it. And the 49ers are able to edge a bit closer.
38. 49ers 27.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Horton. Woo! And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. On first and 10, here comes Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
He'll drop to throw. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
The Seahawks first down.
Here's a design run. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. We'll bring up fourth down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy, and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Here's Purdy. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to run it. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, 49ers.
To throw on first down is Purdy. That's brought in by Myers. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. To first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's first and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. Now, handoff to McCaffrey. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Shaheed in motion. On third down, it's Purdy. He'll let it go deep left sideline. He's got it! Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's first and goal.
3 yards.
Tight end going in motion here.
First down.
Off the play fake, Purdy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
We'll send a tight end in motion right. Play action. Here's Purdy. That's caught. So they get the two-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. Going to bring up second down. Bill looks to throw. That was out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that is incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground and find some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. One of the tight ends motions right. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, Now they've got some decisions to make on third.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down. This brought in out to the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Seahawks offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Now Walker into the secondary at the 45. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be first and goal inside the 10. A big one here in the fourth quarter. It covers 63 yards.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Pat McConkey. Touchdown, Seattle. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Niners offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. On second down, Purdy. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. There's a third down and 4. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down. Back to the air again is Purdy. Back into the hands of Watkins.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 9 yards. And the 49er first down.
Throwing again is Purdy. His pass taken in by Shaheed. From the 34, here's second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
Throwing again is Purdy. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, San Francisco.
Back to the air is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
Here's Purdy again. He's got Myers on the completion. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
And the 49er first down.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Watkins motioning over. Purdy going to put it up again. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Third and 5.
Again in the air for Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
York now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, here comes Horton. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Inside the 40. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back to the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Purdy. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds. Here is second and 7. Shotgun snap to Purdy. The throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Here comes second down. He'll run. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the 49er first down.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. No louder place than here in Seattle before third down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Now Purdy. Open man, is Shaheed. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down. Big play there. Gain of 14 on 4th and 10.
A gain of 15. First down.
They'll throw again with Purdy. That's brought in by Myers. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
Complete to Jacoby Myers. 10 yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's taken down just shy of the 10. He can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Shaheed in motion. Throwing on second down is Purdy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll try and get it, and this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
His kick is good. Makes the score Seahawks 52. 49ers 49.
With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick. He's to midfield. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So, it's a win here for the Seahawks. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.
the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California. We've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the L.A. Chargers. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach, he's got his guys in midseason form already, an impressive 3-0 start to the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Down to the 22-yard line. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 16 carries, 69 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Bijan Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were in the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. And the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 40-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got his man, it's Williams. 3rd and 5.
To Kyle Williams. That's a gain of 9. Makes it
a shotgun snap for Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10.
On first down, it's Hampton. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 88 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
It's complete to Williams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Chargers, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 9th touchdown this season. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here, you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jackson. Short one there, caught by Likely.
Jackson.
3rd and 4.
Complete to Isaiah Likely. It's a gain of 8. And it brings
throwing is Jackson.
Down.
And that will be incomplete.
Pass intended for Rashad Bateman.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw here, Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple yards shy of midfield. So problems with Eric passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll drop here to throw. Powering his way forward. And he's got this down to the 35. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
And the Ravens first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. On the draw, Robinson. And able to work his way down to the 16. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. 2 yards to go, second down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Baltimore.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw is Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And not much happening on the return as we get this to about the 23. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And space, tough to come by there. So to get maybe a yard to the 37. And look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he stopped immediately there. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here at the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to get in that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Robinson up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson powers through him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Baltimore.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Throw caught by Flowers. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
He sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. And oh no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Tyler Luke on for the Ravens field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Chargers 10.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and on play action, here's Herbert. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Herbert now. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end lift that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards.
Now it's Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pull it in. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the
Herbert throwing again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Wood.
Jackson's pass.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Gain on the play. Brings up
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Robinson toss play left side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Again, it's Robinson. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
First down.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
23 yards to pick up there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and you pick up a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Herbert off of play action. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Hampton will score. Touchdown Chargers. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he gets it to go. We're all even, 17 apiece. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jackson from the shotgun. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And controlling the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Houston. The Texans at home to take on the Jags in the AFC South. And this is Nico Collins. This is going to end up a touchdown. The Texans are getting hot. It's a third straight win, and they take this one in style. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's Romeo Doubs. This will wind up a touchdown. The Packers come away with an 8-point victory. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's Josh Downs. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The Colts win by 8, 24-16 your final. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? A little juke. And he'll go down as his drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Again here with Robinson. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Throwing is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken a third quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Chargers take
the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
34-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got his target, Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9. Samuel going to go in motion right. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Give here to Hampton. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's had a good 3rd quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the 3rd quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better. He's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed.
At the 39-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
6 yards.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this 3rd quarter like he got the orange slices at the half.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when
he got the orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom, wasn't there?
There's always that mom. One yours, wasn't mine. All right, they brought the carrot sticks. But this guy, orange slices, and been reading the Surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Ravens.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble, then recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on his last 2 drives.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hampton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this pass broken up. The contact well in time there. And now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Chargers' 49-yard
They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wood. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 31 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 3rd down and 13.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Luther Burden, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. There's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll lose lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Again, it's Hampton. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Here's Herbert. He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have a Ravens 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven 1st.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
On the draw, Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down at the
recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Ravens.
Hand off now to Robinson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Robinson with another carry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And the Raven 1st down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Jackson sets up the screen to Robinson. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chargers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. That's Samuel, caught left side. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. Now it's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Herbert now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Chargers 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
There he goes again. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Ravens are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Luke now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Now he's going to step up and run. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
The Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that they're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. See if he can do it. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 15.
Jackson now. That's out wide here for Robinson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Jackson. Short one there, caught by Likely. And he's going to be brought down short at first at about the 31-yard line.
Tyler Luke on for the Ravens field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. but they'll take the three, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and try to add to this lead.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved the hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Herbert. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete.
Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Recovery by Baltimore.
And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Baltimore, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.